Getting hit causes you to emit projectiles. Interesting. I don't think I've ever had that artifact. By the way, yeah, from the last stream I had to start again because this piece of shit hardware called PlayStation 5 doesn't like its rest mode. That happens to me a lot. I put the console into rest mode and then instead of staying in the goddamn rest mode, what happens is that I have to then power it off manually in the rest mode to start it again. So then you have that error where it says that you didn't turn off the console properly, it needs to repair storage, and considering how dumb design this game has without save and quit function, I've lost all the progress. So that's great. Hey Napoleon. So please keep defending PlayStation 5. And I'm a Sony guy. Not Sony guy, but I had every PlayStation so far, and I would always choose PlayStation over other consoles. But I mean, what, 6 months after, not 6 months, but yeah, 7, 8 months after the release, and they still can't fix fucking rest mode. It's ridiculous. Ma da, imao sam dobar build, nije bad, ova igra je onak stalno moraš iz početka, ali mislim, nepotrebno, jel? Anyway, we have to find Sunface fragments anyway, so maybe restarting everything will serve me well, but I had an idea to run straight from start to finish. I mean, from 4th world to the 6th world and finish the game, and if I find some fragments while I'm at it, good. If not, we can then restart the cycle. But unfortunately, that idea has now been scrapped. Not by my choice. Oh, for fuck's sake. See, now I have to struggle and get everything again in order to progress faster and get the fragments. I mean, I'll get to that point where I was probably. Adrian. Found 4. Oh, nice. But it's gonna slow me down again. Thankfully, we can teleport back to ship instantly. There's quite a bit of ether in this world. I have to admit, I've never had an easier time receiving ether. I'm gonna take it. Of course. Oh shit, that was a mistake. I collected them all, saved the last biome for last, beat the last boss, to go back to the start of the last house scene. So you can get Sunface fragments without doing all the scenes at the house. Is that what you are telling me? Because I had different information yesterday or day before, I don't know where was the last stream when I talked about that, when I got that information. So you don't have to complete all the house scenes in order to get the fragments. Well, that changes things. So I lost a lot of time on nothing then. I could have just continued hunting for the fragments. Well, now we're gonna create another OP character and continue. I'm not leaving these worlds until I get some Sunface fragments. Ah, there is one more scene. Ah, alright, thank you, AGN and Mr. Wiggles, much appreciated. That info means a lot. So I would be smart to avoid fighting the last boss before getting that last scene, right? So that I don't have to defeat the last boss twice. Alright. Ajde, kurac. The more I play, the more I see this problem that obolites don't automatically travel to you. And to me that has become a serious issue that I am hoping developers will catch on and fix. Yeah, last boss was easier than the previous ones, but it had to be. Just because you had to go through the 5th world and whole 6th world without the ability to even travel between things. Hey, rain. Could be better. Really not feeling well these last days, and I think I know now why. Having some issues with vision, with headaches, with extreme fatigue at times, pain in the extremities, and I think I have the power of diabetes, but I have to test it all to see if it is that. But that's why I don't know how much I will be able to keep concentration up playing this game. So streams won't be as frequent as they were these days, because it's last couple of days it's been worse than usual. So I called the doctor and we'll see how that all ends. Not corona, no. This is not COVID. So that's why upcoming content might be a bit delayed. I am though in a process of sorting out paid promotion for Solasta. So Solasta is a game that I will definitely... It's gonna definitely be featured on the channel when it comes out. I'm just trying to get the negotiation price right, and they have contacted me yesterday, a PR agency. So that's great news, but I gotta sort myself out before, at least a little bit sort myself out, so that I feel better before Solasta kicks in, because that's gonna require a lot of focus, hours, concentration. For Biomutant I'm gonna see. I doubt I can't cover 2 games at once. But look, paid promotion for Solasta, and there's gonna be some views for that as well. No reason for me not to do it. It would be a dumbass move not to run with it. When I have paid promotion opportunity, I have to run with it, because they are so rare. So this is over. I had my opportunity, and this was time-based. Oh, it could be worse, mate, but I'm having a lot more issues as I get older, and I don't think this is the last of it. I already have shit that is rare, so I don't want to get back into it. My friend lost the house yesterday because of fire. Hopefully he got it insured. At least. Honestly, I can't empathize anymore with others and other issues. I can empathize with dogs that I see that are in pain, that you can't help, that have no home. For that I empathize a lot, but honestly I have so many issues of my own that I don't give a shit anymore, honestly. It's hard to empathize. It's easier to empathize when you have everything, not everything, but most of it sorted, so you're fine. I guess that comes with age as well. More problems. Personal item, improves chance of finding salvage from hostiles. Alright. Yesterday I've seen this village dog. That's fine, mate, Rain. I'm used to shit, so I'd be surprised if there wasn't some shit in my life. And far more is about to happen. Now the problematic part of life comes, which I'm not gonna get into. I think all of this was just a preparation. So, but everyone's got issues. Look, that's how it is. Anyway, saw a dog in the village yesterday. One of the dogs that, you know, how villagers don't take care of the dogs. I should probably head back. Oh, area is in lockdown. Well, that was a smart fucking move. To lock myself with these bastards. And this is where I'm gonna die. Anyway, the poor bastard couldn't even walk. Because villagers are not taking care of their dogs here. And to me, that is quite an annoying thing that I can't stand. I mean, dogs don't require much care anyway, so I fucking hate that. And they let them run around. Then get they hit by the car and this dog could barely walk anymore. I mean, it could barely get down so it can rest. That's how little strength it got. That's fucking sad to me when I see those things. Oh shit. Yeah, as expected. I mean, fucking hell. Just because I lost the goddamn run. Now I'm gonna struggle. But then again, it was my mistake. I should not have gone into that room. I should have teleported back.
Always trapped. Every way out is another cycle.
By the way, have you seen Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul get into a scuffle? That was funny. Floyd got really mad. Oh, god damn it. I mean, why do these things have 3 circles of that bullshit AoE? I gotta say, Jake has some balls to do that to Floyd. To take his head like that. Especially when he's surrounded by his bodyguards. Yeah, I don't like Jake Paul too, he's an idiot. But the guy is a smart businessman. Or business boy. Don't know how you call him. And he can fight. So most people can't do anything to him, even if they wanted to. That's the sad part. He is much bigger than Floyd though. That would be... I mean, that fight can't happen. Floyd would win. But Jake would have such huge size advantage. Yeah, he's a great businessman. He knows how to sell everything, and he's rich as fuck because of it. Smart move on him. But honestly, I don't think he wants to fight anyone good. He would get wrecked. But anyway, I don't know how anyone can like him, to be perfectly honest, Jean. The guy is a douchebag. And annoying as hell. But I mean, that's subjective, I guess. And he's not very smart. He's smart when it comes to business moves, but the way he conducts himself is completely what I don't like. But yeah, everyone is bigger than Floyd, you're right. He's 100 who, Floyd or Jake? Where are these, Sorry, I'm being an idiot here. Yeah, I'm being an idiot. Lack of concentration, as I've said. To be perfectly honest, I don't know if I could beat the guy. Not Floyd, not I couldn't beat Floyd, of course, but Jake, I mean, even if I had the chance. An interesting thought that occurred to me: if I had a training camp, if I got back to it properly, I think I'd stand a good chance against him, but in boxing. Probably even more in MMA. Yeah, definitely more in MMA. But yeah, I don't know. People tend to think they can beat anyone like someone like that easily, and it's not the case. Unless you're really, really good. Yeah, Jake is not a fighter, that's true, but he can fight. That's the thing. And sound died. Yeah, but he's got great coaches, mate. Those coaches are going to teach him something. Oh wow. The game crashed. Exactly. He is being trained by one of the guys that fought for a title, I think. So he is definitely learning something. Look, people don't understand how much of a factor training does. For example, if I was now to enter the ring with Jake Paul, I would get murdered probably. Because I don't have conditioning or anything. His training, he would have much more advantage. And he's got the reaction time, because he spars and all that. So that is important, where you are at this moment, at the exact moment of the fight. Oh, for fuck's sake, and PlayStation and this app, I mean, what a junk. He also was an athlete for most of his teens. There you go, see? Ma znam, ja sam isto trenirao Muay Thai, i sambo, i MMA, i hrvanje, i boks, sve živo. Sve što možeš trenirati. For fuck's sake, I can't even restart the game. I mean, look at this shit. I have to restart console manually. To su oni obični. Ja sam malo otišao razinu više. Čak sam htio se boriti profesionalno. Amaterski, to jest ne profesionalno. Ali sam dosta vidio da tu nema niš od toga. Does it happen frequently, the crashes in this game? I don't know if this is game related crash or console. I think this might be game related crash. No, game related crashes do not happen frequently, nor do the console crashes, if I have to be honest. When it comes to that, PlayStation is good when it comes to stability, from what I've experienced so far. But the problem are many other things with PlayStation 5, especially the rest mode, which deleted my progress because you can't. The console doesn't want to turn on after the rest mode, and that happens frequently, which to me is baffling after more than half a year already of this console being live. That's why I can't defend anyone praising PlayStation 5. And as I said earlier, I would always buy PlayStation over anything else when it comes to consoles. But this one is a fluke, to be perfectly honest. This console is probably the worst PlayStation I've ever had. I didn't have the third one. I had at the end of the cycle, so it was really good, and I had it jailbroken. It worked awesome, no complaints. Played all the exclusives that I wanted. Perfect stuff. However, I've never had as many issues with PlayStation as much as I have with this one. And it's only 6 months, 7 months in. So yeah, I can never defend PlayStation 5. Mario, nije baš tako, imamo ti ATT. No, I'm not getting Resident Evil 8. Trenirao sam tamo sa dečkima koji se sad bore za titule. Tipa Ivan Erslan, on ti se bori za titulu u KSV-u. Više nisam sparirao s njim ništa tako. On je ipak druga razina, ne, ali onak ponekad malo hrvanje, neko zajebanci i tako. Tako da ima odličnih boraca kod nas. Evo ti Delija se bori u Professional Fighting League za $1 milion. Page je uvijek bio dobar. Ma imaš i koliko hoćeš. Imaš u Sambu, ove dečke s kojima sam trenirao 3 dečka tamo u Rusiji odu pa poberu medalje. Ma imaš i koliko hoćeš, samo nisu oni poznati toliko. To mi je problem. Ali dobro, neće se dolaziti u to. So Steven, I've just watched before starting this stream UFC from last weekend. Ovisi gdje treniraš, znaš, ovisi gdje treniraš. Ali da, mislim da si u pravu. I've seen knockout of Dominic Reyes. That Yiri guy is something. He almost got knocked out though by one of the Reyes shots. Well, it was quite a good fight. Reyes was definitely on par with Jiri, but god damn, that was a nasty one. I think you asked me about the Reyes knockout, Steven. I think, if I remember correctly. If not, then disregard what I'm saying. Jiri could probably beat Jones now, probably not pick Jones. I don't think Jones has ever left the peak, but I think he's become a different fighter. Mentally a different fighter. I don't think steroids make much difference in case of John Jones. I think personally that. I think he changed his fight style. He was always a poor boxer. That never changed. He was a great kickboxer though. He has great kicks and all that. That's where his strengths lie. But he's utilizing wrestling a lot less than before, although he did use it against Gustafsson. So that was a good choice. But I don't know, man. I feel like he isn't mentally nowhere near as he was before. When he was invincible, he was doing so many different things. Potentially fight-ending things, but I don't see that anymore. I might be wrong though, but I don't know, something's off with him. He still provides some great funs and great fights and great entertainment, but I just don't see that killer guy as he once was. Maybe because competition is better now, I don't know. Could be different reasons. But the way Jiri fights, I don't know, man. He would get killed by someone like Rumble Johnson, in my opinion. Rumble Johnson when he was in his prime. But against John Jones, I think John Jones would pick him apart. Honestly, I think John Jones in this state, even when he is mentally not as confident as before, I think he could also beat Nagano. I think he could keep him at distance in so many ways that Nagano would not know what to do with himself. Just because of his eye pokes, then his dirty knee strikes, Francis would get overwhelmed, I believe. Then he would get fatigued, especially if Jones can take him down, which I think he can. Jones can take anyone down. He's got all the tools to beat Francis. And he's got an insane chin, which people don't really give him enough credit for. I mean, I don't recall Jones being knocked down. Maybe he was knocked down 2 times in his career. So, the guy has everything in his toolbox to defeat Francis. But then again, if Francis connects with a power punch early on, it could be, yeah, elbow knockout, insane Jiri knockout. I mean, that was really brutal to watch. So that's my opinion of Francis and Jones. People say Jones is scared. You know what? I think many fighters are scared before fights. At least that's what I've heard. Depends on the fighter, I guess, but many fighters are scared. Fear is not bad. It's gonna make you more careful. And I can assure you that Jones is not paralyzed by fear. I just think the guy has too much in his toolbox. He uses so many dirty moves and little things that it's difficult to deal with. But it's strange though that Dominic Reyes, the guy who arguably beat him, cannot win a fight if his life depended on it, it seems now. Honestly, I don't know if he... yeah, I think Jones... See, I think Jones is great against power guys. Power punchers and all, but he struggles against technical guys. That's my opinion. Technical guys are much... Technical stand-up guys do a lot better against him, like Gustafsson, first fight. Oh, god damn it, really? I love talking MMA. Rarely I get to talk MMA, so that kinda makes me happy. Yeah, elbow is amazing. Elbow is one of the best strikes you can ever have, especially if you're a long guy. I doubted Francis with Stipe, so I'm not putting money on Jones if that fight happens. Oh, I would put my money on Jones easily versus Francis. Fights... Boxing fights are fixed a lot, I agree there. Boxing is... That's why people don't watch boxing anymore that much. I mean, it's fucking stupid. Chael Sonnen explained it well in one of his latest videos. He says that, look, I mean, these guys are arguing about the venue, where they're gonna fight, the size of the ring, all this bullshit. That's why people lose interest. I mean, you see maybe one good boxing fight a year. I mean, when it comes to the popular names, there are many other good boxing fights, but they don't get shown that much. I mean, you have a sport where these things happen, it's not that interesting. I have no interest in boxing except, I don't know, when Fury boxes. That's about it. The heavyweights. I like the heavyweights, but that's about it. Even though I like Lomachenko and I like watching Lomachenko, I like watching Canelo. All fantastic fighters, but I don't know, it's just promoted wrongly, and because of the fixed fights and because of the competition not getting its chance, meaning that usually they're gonna pick a fighter that's not the most competent contender, just so that they can get their boxing record up, which in MMA doesn't really happen. Maybe at the beginning for some guys, yeah, but mostly it doesn't. And then people sometimes tend to equate boxing records to MMA records, which is completely wrong thing to do. You can go on a run in MMA and then become one of the greatest ever, just because you were on a run. It's a lot of it has to do with mentality of the whole thing. Who will sell more tickets pay-per-view? Floyd Mayweather versus some popular guy? Oh, definitely Floyd Mayweather versus some popular guy. Floyd Mayweather versus Jake Paul, for example. Floyd is an amazing fighter. Anyone who can't see that doesn't really know much about fighting. Having the ability to not get hit. Just watch his fight against Canelo Alvarez, who is now one of the best boxers on the planet. And he could barely touch Floyd. Obviously Canelo is a better fighter now. Oh! We got the first one.
I must
Nice!
ignite the sun.
Exactly, Marax. I agree with you. But honestly, I don't think MMA fights are fixed. At least not majority of them. For example, Stipe versus Francis. I don't think that was fixed at all. I think that was a legit fight. I think most of the fights are legit. Honestly, that's what my friend asked me. It's a matter of pride at times, and people who are in MMA have... I mean, I'm not saying people who are in boxing don't have pride, far from it. But if you're training so hard, you really want to display your skills. And my friend told me, if you had a chance to fight Jake Paul, would you fight it? I say yeah, instantly. Just give me a training camp and I'll do it. If I get clobbered, I get clobbered. I don't give a shit. But he told me now, this is an interesting question. Would you, if they offer you 10 million to throw the fight, what would you do? I would say I wouldn't take that bet. I think integrity is far important than anything else. But then again, you gotta think about things that some people are not fortunate enough and don't have enough money, so they need to think about their families, and then when they are in that spot, they need to they would be smart to take that money. So I understand that concept. However, I don't... In boxing, there's so much greed around it. Rich people trying to get richer on fighters' careers. It's such a dirty fucking thing to do when you think about it. These guys train hard as hell. One of the... Definitely a sport that's gonna leave a mark on their brain. And these fuckers are playing with them like they're nothing. I mean, yeah, dive down, throw the fight, just because the bet. I mean, that's such a fucking dirty thing. I don't think it's that it happens as much in MMA, but I don't know, maybe it does, maybe I'm naive, who knows. I'm sure, honestly I think in MMA it happens more in lesser organizations to bring the fight record up. But then again, even if it does, the problem is that you can see those fights and the large organizations won't take you in then. So basically you're hurting your career when doing that. Because you won't be a big draw in that case, since you're gonna have a fight that's not good, and then you can't join the crowd because you're gonna have controversy behind it, because you most likely aren't that good. Shevchenko versus Nunez. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Honestly, I take the money and you know what I would do? But yeah, it's mob, you can't. But then again, Jake Paul is not mafia, so let's not mistake that. You'd probably get offered a deal to... But I would... Now, they would be probably smart and offer a deal to throw the fight before even anything got announced. But if it were announced before the actual fight, and the fight was announced before all of that, and then they come with the offer after that, I would definitely disregard the offer. I wouldn't take... I hate dirty things and scummy things and greed. I hate all of that. But I understand people who take that route. Sometimes you gotta take an easy way out. I know, Marx, you're correct about that. But I wouldn't take the deal, honestly. I couldn't live it myself. That's the point of it. I'd fucking hate myself if I threw down. If he beats me legit, no problem. Shake his hand, did a good job, respect. But if this happens, throw down the fight, fuck no. That's what I think happened with Askren, since Askren cannot fight anymore basically because of his hip recovery. He was in horrible shape. He's one of the worst boxers ever. Worst strikers ever in MMA. I mean, it was obvious. But honestly, if he got paid for throwing the fight, I'm glad that he did. I'm glad that he did in that case. But he's always gonna have that stain that he lost to a non-fighter and lost in such a manner. I mean, yeah, he got hit with a good shot, but come on, Ben Askren. He took much harder shots in his career and went through them like it was nothing. Just remember Robbie Lawler dropping him on the head and hitting him with all of his power while he was down, almost out. And the guy raises up afterwards and chokes him out. I mean, fucking hell. And then Jake Paul hits him, but he falls down and goes unconscious and can't get up. I mean, he could get up, but the judge didn't want to let him continue. That doesn't make much sense to me. And then again, everyone can get caught, so maybe I'm wrong, who knows. Oh, I would definitely, I can 100% tell you, Marx, that I wouldn't take the deal. I would take the fight, a legit fight, but take the deal to drop down, never. Nope. Because I don't need it. I don't need that fight in my life. I don't need that opportunity. I don't need anything when it comes to that. I'm fine. I mean, I could be much better financially, but I'm fine. People with far less.
I hate that place. But I can't leave without burning it to ashes.
So I would never take that. However, if I was hungry and didn't have an option to feed my kids, I would take it. If I had a family that had issues and so many things and things like that, and I couldn't help in any way because I didn't have a dime on my name, then yeah, I would take the deal. But I would really feel bad for the rest of my life for doing that. In this case, like I am now, I would never take that deal. Fuck it. Or I would take the deal and then go and then fight a real fight. And then tell the world what happened actually after the fight. That they tried to bribe me to take a dive. If I knock him out in the meantime, good. If not, if he knocks me out, great. Then they got what they wanted. But I would not take the deal. Not in a million years. Money doesn't run everything. Money isn't everything. Just like how it is him that says nothing, the people in power dislike ever goes viral popular. But they are not in power, that's the thing. Not the ones we are mentioning anyway. And I couldn't really... You could tell after the fight whatever you want. However, there would be repercussions, probably forfeiting the money that they would pay you if you dived. If you dove, not dived. Is it dove? Dive? Dived, dove. What's the con... social media and things that they do is a different story a bit. I don't know what to tell you about it. We could talk about, but it's all controlled by politicians anyway, and people with agenda, and people in power. So trust me, laws in place in every country only apply to small people like us. It doesn't apply to people in power. They don't apply to people in power. And until people start realizing that, even if they start realizing that, nothing you can do for the most part. How long till I'm finished? Well, I gotta find 6 Sunface fragments. Each fragment is in another world. We have now sorted the 4th world, so I can now go and finish the 4th world. See you, Barax. Thanks for joining, mate. Don't know what I was saying now. I'm not interested in that. To me, those are cheap tricks. Stream on dual platforms. For what reason? I don't see a point in that, honestly. And I don't think I have enough... I don't think I have good enough internet for that. I might have to look it up eventually, but not right now. Well, gaming is what brought YouTube up. And Twitch, I don't like Twitch, so it's not my thing. But there are other platforms where I could double stream. There's a Korean site where my mate is streaming. He told me to get on it. Oh, god damn it. What's the point if I get hit 1500 times? I think he said it was Korean. He streams there, so I might start doing that. I know. I don't like doing that though, but I wouldn't like doing that for... Honestly, I don't give a crap about exposure that much anymore. I was obsessed with it, with why views are not there where they need to be before. Why can't I reach that? Why can't I reach next level? But honestly, I don't give a shit anymore. I don't stress about it anymore. It is what it is. I'm happy that I have fantastic community, and to me that is the biggest upside of this whole business. That I have really fun time on streams with all of you. Fantastic people who support me to the level that I can't even comprehend. Why would they do so? Honestly, I'm starting to give less shit about everything, so... No, it's not that site, it's another one. Did you get new power supply for PC? Yes, I had to get it, mate. Because of the GPU. It was using too much, so I had to get a new power supply as well. I think it's 750 watts. Or 850. Hey, hell.
Hard times have come.
That's why we keep coming back. Thank you, Vanguard.
Why won't the music end? My silence.
Also, the Chinese audience is crazy, like fanatical. Recently, a fan of a game tried to assassinate the CEO of the game's company because they put a girl in a bunny outfit. And girl in a bunny outfit, shameful image of China since she was Chinese. This is an anime girl, by the way. Fucking hell. See what I'm telling you about China, where you have plenty of wealthy people
I'm starting to understand what destroyed her life.
are brainwashing people into these actions. These nonsensical actions where they protect image of China or some bullshit like that. That's pure indoctrination and brainwashing. It's fucking horrible. And then people tend to focus on stuff like that. Girls in bunny outfits that will bring shameful image to China. Instead of fighting bastards in power that make them poor. That are untouchable. But no, girl in a bunny outfit, that's fucking horrible. I mean, what the fuck? We live in such a crazy world. With ridiculously dumb people. They're not dumb, but just too indoctrinated, too brainwashed to do anything without someone telling them to. The Monster Hunter movie also got review bombed because they made a Chinese joke that was not even racist. I mean, it was a dad joke. I joke about everything. I joke too much in real life. I don't give a shit who I hit, what stereotype. Honestly, stereotypical jokes are the best. Are the fucking best and the funniest. I love them. They're not racist. They're stereotypical jokes. And that's why they are fucking funny. Because mostly they are true. That's what makes them funny. Good luck, Sam. I mean, that's your communist indoctrination. I mean, don't get me wrong. The indoctrination is on the other side as well. Capitalist. The indoctrination in a way that whenever you say something against companies and you say something about, let's say, free healthcare, it's immediately the other person being labeled as a communist. Just because they say something that is against the system in place at the moment. And to me, that is just fucking unbelievable that mature people can act like that. People my age and older can be so dumb. That to me is unbelievable. I mean, I know that not everyone is intelligent. I understand that. Intelligence varies. But that's not an excuse not to read. Having intelligence doesn't mean anything. Having high intelligence, I mean, doesn't mean anything if you don't use it. A less intelligent person can become far more knowledgeable and wise than a more intelligent person if it puts an effort into it. The researcher stuff. So there's no excuse, but they need to be shown a way. That's the problem, and as soon as you say something, that's the problem with tribalism that I absolutely hate. Although I use stereotypical things and generalize a lot when it comes to describing certain ways of life, cultures and whatnot, but because they make sense. Because really most of the people in some culture are gonna act similarly in some cases, and that's true. Nothing racist about it, that's just a pure fact. But as soon as you mention that, screeching begins. And I always hated tribalism because it doesn't really... not hate it, but I always disliked tribalistic behavior and tribalistic way of thinking because it doesn't matter in the end. It matters what this individual does. I'm not a religious person. Yet, I'm sure that there are far many religious people out there that gain strength from religion, and they gain strength to do good in the world. And there are far better people than I am. Fantastic. I applaud that. Same goes with politics, but honestly it doesn't. Politics is a different story. I know I'm talking in all directions right now without much sense, but I always thought that you should value person as an individual. If they belong to any sort of group, they lose the freedom. As one person said, I don't know who said that, but one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard. I have it written down here, and I think that's the ultimate truth. You are not free if you are one of anything. And I think that pretty much sums it up. Biome 3 is difficult, HDG. It doesn't matter if they turn to religion. It matters what they do with their life and how it impacts others. And honestly, free healthcare, there isn't such a thing in most cases because you pay taxes to great taxes, same like in Croatia. We have free healthcare. It sucks, the whole system is horrible. But you get taken 15% of your paycheck. How is it free? 15% of your paycheck goes to healthcare, and yet healthcare sucks. So where's the freedom in that? I don't understand that at all. And the problems in... I know the system in USA because my mother is in USA and she tells me the costs of even one injection. It's crazy. I mean, I don't know how people can support that. To me, that's ridiculous. There are costs here as well but in USA, the cost of everything when it comes to doing anything, even small examination. I don't know how anyone can defend that. That's just ridiculous. Well, my mom had to I'm going to give you an example. My mom has some kind of a healthcare. So she does have some kind of a thing that reduces, I guess, some kind of an insurance that reduces the costs and all that. She's got calcification in her shoulder and she had to take an injection. I think injection that you have to use I think apply many times. Yeah, but as long as you have good coverage, it's not an excuse for the system in place. It's far from it. It doesn't mean you have good options, you don't. And she had to pay, I think, for that one injection either $500 or $1,000. I'm not really certain. And she had to take it many times, I think. Something like that. And that was with the coverage and all that. So yeah, fuck that system. And that didn't fix her shoulder or anything like that, far from it. I mean, what? God forbid you get sick in that country. So yeah, there's no excuse for the American healthcare system. Oh, there's no need to argue, mate. With me, you won't change my opinion. I've seen information about it. I know from first hand, from my mom, how big of a costs are in USA. Maybe you don't think those are big costs, but they are. For the rest of the world, they are. I have decent coverage and I can't tell you how many times you're at mercy to the system. See? That's from American who understands the system. There's no excuse for such a system. Absolutely no excuse. It's pure greed, nothing else. Yeah, but you have a problem where, sorry. Да. Da. Ma neću, idem u ponedjeljak vadit krvi, dobro, to je to, vidiš. Ne sad, ne. Ne. Dobro, ajde. Hvala kad si donio, ajde, dobro. That's wrong, Marx. Because you have fantastic researchers and doctors in Croatia who are paid much less than you would think. And they are in their fields and they are paid by the state. But the problem you have is that you don't know where your tax dollars go. It goes in financing wars, it goes into financing your defense against what? Against Canada? And that's where your tax dollars are going. Instead, they could go to the healthcare system and make it available for more people and make it more accessible to more people. Because in United States, there's a culture of just curing everything with meds. With meds that cure symptoms, but they don't cure the illness. It just basically they're digging yourself hole. You're just digging yourself a deeper hole after a while. That's what I think about the system. I mean, I'd rather our military be the best in the world. Why? Why would you have your military be the best in the world? The only thing why you would like it is if you're doing some bad things already in order to defend yourself. And what the fuck is China going to do to you and Russia? Come on. Be honest about it. What are they going to invade? No. You're all playing globalist games. Playing with people's lives, especially America. Sticking their hands into everywhere. Thinking that, not thinking, but releasing propaganda to other people, to citizens, like we have to defend, so we gotta pay taxes, so we gotta do this. Otherwise we're gonna get attacked by China or whatnot. No! Fucking hell, China already owes you due to the $1 trillion in debt. I mean, not owes you, but you're not in a good spot. Shit. Be realistic, mate. China's not gonna do anything to you. Not gonna do. Warfare is ground warfare is obsolete. It's only for invasion of countries that can't do much. Smaller countries. Fighting Talibans and things like that. But yeah, if you want your military to be the strongest in the world, that's where you want your tax dollars to go, great. I'd rather have, as if I was a citizen of United States, I'd rather have a free healthcare, a better healthcare system where I can afford to heal myself or my family or anyone that I care about. I'm not saying how taxes work. I'm saying where the dollars go. Not dollars, but taxes in all country. In every country. Why don't Scandinavian countries have to go to war? What's their problem? They're living their lives, they're paying huge taxes, but they get so much in return that they are sorted. Just have to invest a little bit into themselves. And they have fantastic scientists, doctors, they have everything fine. And they don't need strongest military in the world to have that option. To have those people put effort into their education and whatnot. And people think that somehow if your country is waging wars across the globe that it's gonna benefit small people. No, it's not. It's gonna benefit greedy warmongers. Your people in charge who are not affected by the same laws you are affected by. But they provide you this propaganda. Oh, we have the strongest military. We have to because China is our problem. Russia is our problem. So we have to build our military. We have to put dollars into it. We have to be better, stronger than... It's bollocks. It's all bollocks. Your army, what your army does, it goes over the globe and sets up black market shops. It sets up heroin black market in Afghanistan. It sets up black market in Croatia, for example, for weapons dealing. And it has many other black markets wherever they have gone. It's all for profit and greed. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if China, Russia, and America work all together. In most cases. For most things. So that they control the globe. What boss am I on? But anyway, I should probably stop talking about it. And why do you think they did 9/11? I mean, honestly, if you want to talk about it, do you think that poking people there and provoking them would lead to nothing? Honestly, I think it was an inside job anyway, but that's different discussion. But what do you expect? You think you can go around the globe poking other countries, ransacking them completely, setting up black markets, destroying the civilians, changing garments at your will, and then there's not gonna be counterattacks? I mean, what the fuck? Even if it was. Even if it was an attack from the Afghanistans, which I seriously doubt, but what the fuck do I know? What is a terrorist? Define me a terrorist. Terrorist is the one that your news says that they are a terrorist. Terrorist is just a person that was provoked so many times that has no exits in life. That has no other way but to fight back. That's a terrorist. I'm not condoning violence. I'm not condoning anything. But if you are put in a corner, will you defend finally? Or are you just gonna put your hands up, you know what, kill me, I don't give a shit. Because I would defend, I would counterattack. It's that simple. Thank you, Renato. Shit, this channel is gonna get shut down if I continue. How are they a threat to the US, mate, if the US hasn't been a threat to them first? Whoever decided to attack? Was there ever an instance in the last 30 years or so, out of any countries where, not 30, let's say 50, is Vietnam going to invade or be a threat to the US? Come on, mate, don't believe that shit. No one is a threat to the US. Not even China or Russia. Well, it's not that different. It's not that different, honestly. Afghanistan is all bullshit. Iraq, Syria, everything is all bullshit. The idea was to stop the spread of communism. Oh, mate. Oh, mate, that's propaganda 101. We are the capitalistic, we are the freedom-oriented country, so we are going to stop the spread of communists, which are not freedom-oriented. Come on. That's the bullshit propaganda 101. That they can... I mean... We are the good guys, but they are the bad guys. We are spreading good kind of terror, they are spreading bad kind of terror. No, it's the same terror. Steve Hughes has a good bit on it. Fantastic comedian, very intelligent. It's the same shit. Just because you are part of that country, it makes it good. It doesn't make it good. It's the same thing. Do you think they wanted to stop spreading communism? No. Come on, it was all greed and money and power. Nothing to do with communism. That's propaganda for small people. Alright, Marx, good conversation, mate. Have a good night. Thanks for joining in. I have to get to another world, but I don't see the way. Now, I can go to another world, I think, without the need... Oh, fifth world is next. Oh, that's not good. Fifth world is really difficult. I need a good setup for that. Thankfully no bosses there, but still a problematic one. I might get there without defeating the boss of this world, but I'm not certain. Yes, I have Sekiro guides, mate. Sekiro, fantastic. Fantastic. Anyway, let's see. Challenge room and... Yesterday I raced a guy on local dual carriageway. I was doing 82 miles per hour. How the hell is that a race if you were doing 82 miles per hour unless you were running? Unless it was on a bicycle, that was not a race. Can't figure out if I have to beat the boss or not. No, I'm not gonna play Resident Evil Village. It's not my thing and I don't have time. And with my latest problems, I have even less time and concentration to play other things. Even though I would like to continue Pathfinder, I have to figure this secret ending out and then do the review. Maybe a couple of guides as well for this game, and then Solasta, definitely. Solasta, as I'm gonna probably score a paid promotion for that. Biomutant, doubtful. I'm not gonna have the time, but maybe I get it. Maybe I start doing stuff after Solasta for Biomutant, we'll see. I don't know. I'll try to do both, but it's not gonna be worthwhile, I already know that. Who wants to do me a solid game share Returnal for me? Sorry mate, already sharing with another mate. You don't need to kill the boss for the Sunface. Okay, thank you. That's a good tip. So I just gotta find the path towards the 5th world, I guess. And that's it. So we can avoid the boss, that's great. I can do one run, 5th, 6th world, and then get back to 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, which would be really good. That's my plan. So let's do it as fast as possible. See, why do obolites disappear so fast? That really pisses me off. What are the worst design decisions in this game besides not having save and quit option? But that's shit. I have to run like madman to pick obolites. Why? Why don't they just travel automatically to me? I've already killed the enemy. fucking pisses me off. See, already disappeared. I mean, I know there's a way to make them last longer, but that shouldn't even have to be an option. I passed on putting out $90 each for both Returnal and Resident Evil Village. So I spent 6 on Alienation. Alienation? What is that? Rings a bell, but I can't figure it out. I don't like that pylon web. Now we are getting somewhere. I'm starting to finally proceed with the build. And I think I'm doing fine. However, I'm at the end of this run and there are no other options. So I don't know where to travel to 5th world. I might have to defeat boss in 4th world to be able to travel to 5th one. I'm really not certain. Yeah, Omar, I mean, that's a bad developing thing to do, right? I think most of you will agree with me on that. I don't see a point except to annoy players. It doesn't feel rewarding killing enemies in that case, because you constantly have to get to them in order to benefit from a thing you've already done. I mean, obviously another benefit is that they are no longer on the map. Obviously. But the currency should be automatically absorbed, like in Dark Souls.
A slaughter of bipedal vertebrates. The astronaut overhead. A being that resembles me. How did they capture my likeness so perfectly?
Good question. Someone said that Resident Evil reviews are not that great. Is that correct? Has anyone played it here? Has it even released yet? Alright. Now let's concentrate and see. There's definitely no path towards the fifth world. I can't see any. There's a reconstruct area there. I think I've used it already. There's a challenge room there. There's the path towards the next world is always on the main path, meaning it's not inside secret side doors. So alright, let's get back and continue toward the continue through the red door. Hope this is released on PC. Well, yeah, I hope as well. After a while, for PC players to get the chance to play this. But I wouldn't hold your breath. Yes, Omar, I believe that that is kinda what I need to do. So let's go through it. Because I don't see the path towards fifth world. Oh great, adrenaline reset all 5 levels, fucking cunts. I got hit plenty of times in this area. And I don't like that. Ah, there's the path towards fifth world. All good. So I don't need to defeat the boss. Anyway, we have one Sunface fragment. Let's go for the other one, but let's pick up the stuff here.
Whatever they found might be trapping me in the cycle. I must go deeper. The truth is waiting for me there. If what she says, if what I say is true, that could be my way out of the cycle. I can still recall what she said. That woman who uses my voice, who isn't me. The deepest of the deep.
So I'm guessing this is the path towards the sixth world. But I'm gonna go to the fifth one now.
Exquisite sacrifice. When I plunged into the depths, the drowning
Alright, thanks Omar.
told me this
Much
riddle encoded
appreciated,
in my
mate.
soul. How do you heal a wound within a body that cannot be healed?
Wait, where can I insert the data cube? I have one data cube that I really want to put somewhere. Aha, I can put it immediately at the beginning of the fifth world. Yup, I know that.
To be a scout is to be on the front lines of discovery. Exactly. One of my specialties is making connections that others miss. As I...
Meh. Drop more obolites that I can't collect. So, fantastic. Alright, let's use the reconstruct. I've seen the reconstruct somewhere. There it is. No joking around with this world. This world is problematic. We do have to explore it thoroughly. And I've already seen a path that I can take. And no, not this one. I think I should have stayed with the weapon that I've had, the pylon one. Wait, where did I come from? Aha, no. It's not here as well. Am I fucking stupid? Where did I... From where did I come from? From up there? Yeah, from up there, and I can't get back there, and there is a way... And there is a path that leads somewhere. A transportation device. Shit. 1 second, do I have exact locations of the Sunface? I mean, I have the outlooks of the rooms where these Sunface fragments are stored. Aha. So it needs to be a huge circular room with turret in the middle of it. That's how we're gonna find it. I think I've already seen it once. What? I've dashed through it, so that's bullshit. I don't like when I'm being lied to. And that's the room. Nice, so it should be here somewhere, but we're gonna have to defeat all the enemies first. Shit, I'm playing too aggressively. Oh, come on, I'll fire already, bloody hell. Yup, doors. Always helpful. Ooh, nasty one. Ah, there's the orb. And that's where the Sunface fragment will be. I love the effects, that was a fun one. Alright, they get stunned for a while, but I tend to forget that, honestly. You're right, I should use melee more. Okay, now let's grab that Sunface fragment. Sub-Zero. Well, there should have been a Sunface fragment. That's strange. Do I need to die to unlock a new Sunface fragment? How does that work? No, I don't need to die every time, right? To unlock a new Sunface fragment. That doesn't make sense. Oh, I forgot to upgrade my max integrity. One thing I also don't know if these Sunface fragments are displayed on the map. On the minimap, I mean. Because I don't see anything here. I think it would have to be displayed on the map. It's an important item. It would be a bad design mistake, I think. If they... Oh, no, 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 no. So I had to use now to get out of the chest. Because I got stuck in a chest. Fucking amazing. I mean, it's not a big problem because I had the key, but what if I hadn't had the key? What then? See, that's the key I could have used now on these doors, which I can't open because I don't have a key anymore. Fuck. And I'm guessing some players got stuck there and couldn't get away from it, meaning they needed to restart the cycle. See why checkpoints are good. Recommend checking out Matterfall and Ex Machina from House Mark. Sorry about that. That surprised me as well. No time, I'm not really into roguelikes as well, so I don't think I'll be checking those games at all. But thanks for the suggestion. Not bad. But it doesn't matter, bullet hole roguelike to me that is... I mean, I know it's not the same. But I'm just not into those types of games. And I really don't play games outside of work-related stuff anymore. So I will never really play those types of games because they're just not my thing. Not saying anything against those games, far from it. I think that's a good genre if it's done well, if the game is done well. But just not my thing. Same like platformers, side scrollers, whatever you want to call them, like Dead Cells. Even though the game is good, I've played it. Whenever there's that type of camera on the side, I can't get into it. What does this mean, projectile reactivity? I'm gonna stick with this one. Oh, Resogun, I know that one. I didn't play it, but I remember it. Oh, come on, give me that freaking... Give me that freaking... Sunface fragment. I haven't played Control, no. Where's the option to improve max integrity? Am I missing something? It should... Aha, there it is. Oh, I have a data cube I haven't deposited yet. That's a mistake. What, I can't get back now? Nope, I can't get back. Fuck! 5 adrenaline levels. Thankfully, shield was active. And this is a challenge room. Oh boy. Here we go. There we go, adrenaline reset. Thankfully I have more. But we lost it again. Yeah, these dogs are really difficult. Not when they're solo, but when there's a shit ton of them, they are a problem. So I'm guessing you can't dodge through these rays. Yeah, okay. Good thing that I know that now. Because I really didn't know that up until now. You can dodge through the red ones, but you can't dodge through the purple ones. Completely mistimed that dodge. Oh, fuck, I gotta heal. Oh, there's 2 of them. Excellent. So I'm fucked. Fuck this room. I'm not going back in there. But I need to do it to get progression through that room. Alright, we're gonna do it after I go through that one, as I almost fall into the abyss. Long stream? No, I don't have the concentration anymore. I'm gonna quit it soon. But at least I wanna finish this world. It's really affecting me, this diabetes. I guess it's diabetes. I don't know what else it could be. Especially last couple of days I'm struggling severely with keeping up. But I gotta do something. Can't just lay down doing nothing. Oh, for fuck's sake, and these droids. Hollow Seeker sucks against them. Well, it doesn't suck, but it isn't great. Don't have a key for that.
What is compelling me to seek the center of the world? Could it be the severed? That doesn't make sense, and yet the murals are indicating that they came up out of the deep. The only answers I decipher from the xenoglyphs are that their destruction was inevitable. Who was the destroyer? What were they trying to unearth?
Honestly, I think that someone mentioned yesterday that they think this is all in her head. I also think that's the story. Oh, there's a globe over there. That might lead to something. Kill hostiles. Well, at least that's a good one to have, if nothing else. That would be good, Omar, thank you. No need to spoil stuff. But I think I'm right about that. It all reeks of that particular story. So did I lose the alt fire? Of course I did. Automatons are cool looking as hell. Give me electropylon. Time to switch to that nasty weapon. So they give us 3 circles that we can't dodge through. See how dumb that is? 3 circles that we can't dodge through, but we have to what? Jump? We can't jump above them because those are 3. Oh wait, maybe we can jump above them, but that's maybe the only solution then. Yeah, I don't like the fact that we can't dodge through those circles.
This world is my home in an uncaring universe. I do not wish to leave. At my sight, sometimes I can see.
Now we have astronaut figurine, but we don't have reconstruct. There's the downside. Almost. I'm getting pissed off at those Sunface fragments. So obviously in the 5th world I'm not gonna find them. Because I was already at the location that should have had one Sunface fragment, but it doesn't have anything. Ah, remember, purple ones are a no-go. Just want to get through this 5th world. Well, 2 paths are down. That only leaves the challenge room and death path. That's the one. Should we check these side rooms too? Plenty of them. You know what? Let's do it. Let's prepare for the challenge room. Challenge room is quite difficult in the 5th world, so maybe we get electropylon. How do I get back? Aha, there's a transportation, of course. Shouldn't have used it. No point, it would get removed in the challenge room, but I wasn't thinking. Fool! Fool of a took. Can't even see those rockets coming at me with Hole Seeker filling up a lot of space on the screen with the special effects. What again? So just gonna keep spawning? Shit, again I didn't see it. Sunface? Sunface? Oh, that would have been a really good spot for Sunface fragment. And I still didn't slot in the data cube. Brilliant. This world I found one in a side room with key. It was in the very first room with the data cube converters, so I would check these blue ones. Alright. You really like that data cube. Yeah, it's my favorite one. Without even knowing what it does. Hollow Seeker. Portal turret. Retarget, separate. Alright, so I've heard this portal turret as being one of the things that makes this absolutely insane. I have one Atropian key, so I can go to that side room. Might as well give it a go. And another Atropian key. I'll manufacture one medkit and heal up. Now I feel safer. So let's visit the blue doors, as someone suggested. Yeah, it seems like it's in different places. It isn't fixed. I still have plenty of spots to check. Or was I? There's another secret, a side door, I mean. I'm gonna have to check everything. I don't like this idea of the secret ending that is being done by this mechanic of introducing Sunface fragments that are spawning from on random places. To me that isn't really appealing, it's more annoying because I constantly have to play, die, check each world through RNG. It takes away some of the fun because I'm pressured in finding these things and pressured into dying as well. Hey, Skill Willy. Nothing here. Let's just go towards the next area. By the way, Adrian or anyone else that might know this info are Sunface fragments, and I again didn't put in the data cube. I mean, are Sunface fragments shown on the minimap?
Severed working together to reach. More symbolic than literal.
What is the hardest boss and what biome? I think hardest biome is 5th one. And hardest boss, the first one, I'd say. But then again, that's kind of subjective. Maybe second one. Well, actually, you know what? Hardest biome, third one. Make it the third one. I've had most issues with that one. Because by the time I got to 5th, I was already rather good when it comes to equipment and everything, so I didn't have as many issues with the 5th one as I had with the third one. As Scuba Steve says, he would agree with me saying that the third one is the hardest. 5th one is definitely second or first when it comes to toughness. No, carbines are not best. Maybe at the start they are best, but later on pretty much everything is better than carbine. Not everything, but you have Hollow Seeker, you have Pylon, which is the best weapon in the game. But people are saying, now I have Holo Seeker with Portal Turret. They say that's fantastic. So we're gonna see. How fantastic is it? Usually where drones are, that is the most difficult world, I'd say. Because drones are quite problematic. Pylons are amazing weapon against them. But even then they can be problematic at times. I gotta slow down the data cube. It's been bugging me for some time and I always forget. Alright, that doesn't sound that bad. Where was I? Quite a lot of side areas. And this is really progressing slowly. Really getting annoyed by all of this. This is the one where I can't go up top. But I have to go from the central room. Dumbass. It's not that bad. I mean, it could be, but usually it isn't. I can't fix it, I need to perform melee kills. Oh, that's all far. What do we have here? Apex Spear, hell yeah. And I think I'm missing one more item that I can't see. Aha, it's the Xenoglyph Cipher. 9 out of 10 from this world, but the problem is another section completed, another side door explored. No. Without any luck when it comes to the my brain is not working anymore. To the Sunface fragments. But I need to explore this full world, then this world fully, then I can conclude the stream. I don't wanna stop before that. We found one in the 4th world, so at least 4th world is done. So the only thing we need to do is rinse and repeat 5th, 6th, and the first 3. Challenge room. Thankfully I have astronaut figurine that can help. I've also heard that Terminator Resistance is a good game. I haven't played it myself. But you know what? Finally we have a good Terminator game at least, if nothing else. Ah, there's one locked room here. Fingers crossed that's the one we need. Nope. Well, nowhere else to go but to the challenge room. So here we go. Not happy that I have to do the challenge room, as it is a problematic one. But with the portal turret hasn't been unlocked yet. That's an issue as well. I always wanted to try Terminator Resistance. Seemed like a really decent game. And considering it's Terminator, I love Terminator, so thought it would be a good thing, but I never really had the time for it. I want to play many games, but mostly I don't have time for it. Oh, what it? Don't tell me that's the... Yes, we got it! All of this time I had to just go through the fucking boss door. I mean... That's like the ultimate slap. Ultimate fucking slap. You idiot. You've been wasting time for I don't know how many hours. You just had to go through the boss door. Oh boy. Anyway, 6th world. I have a little bit in me, so let's go. And fall caused damage, and now adrenaline has been reset. That's the problem with this artifact. Not artifact, but parasite. White Shadow, ignorant of inevitable. This time I act without thought and reach for the lost child. My negligence is the reason I'm here. Shifting black shadows are my guilt in the shape of an astronaut. They become the cosmic afterbirth. Holy shit, that sounds complicated. But we have found it. I can't believe where it was located. I mean, the easiest possible Sunface fragment ever, but I've made it the most complex one to obtain. Alright, from here on out I'm checking boss rooms first when it comes to fragments. You think Planescape story was the best one written? Honestly, I've played Planescape. Don't look forward to Dark Alliance. That is going to be crap. Please watch the gameplay. It's shit. I already know it's shit. I know from first hand that the game is horrible. I haven't played it, but I know a person who I trust, and they have played it. They got the code. They got the game early, and it sucks. So don't be hyped about that. Forget about that game. Don't support it. It's a shameful ripoff of Dungeons and Dragons. I love Dungeons and Dragons too. I'm not a fan. Those games are still too complicated for me, but I like to play them because they're usually very, very well crafted. As far as the Planescape goes, the thing with that game is that I was never really that much into it because I played it as a kid, and I was expecting more of a combat-oriented RPG, but that wasn't the case. So I was really struggling with paying attention to the game. Instead, I was more into combat-oriented ones, like Fallout. So I never really gave Planescape Torment a proper go. I did play and did guides for Torment's Tides of Numenera, but that's different. Yeah, another cash cow using license. That's the problem. As soon as they do co-op or multiplayer games, quality drops significantly in most cases, because they know if it's a multiplayer focused game, they don't need that kind of quality control. And it's an unfortunate thing. So that's why I'm really saying to everyone, be careful what you support. I apologize for my horrible English, but you know, my issue last couple of days, actually for some time now, I thought it was nothing, but it seems like it's more than nothing. But my concentration is now very low. Ground spike swap item. You know what, I think I should get some fruit in me. Be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Tides of Numenera is not a fantastic game, but it's a good game in my opinion. But it's not on the level of Planescape. At least not how people are describing Planescape. Then again, someone who has actually played Planescape needs to compare it. Anyway, so far 2 out of 2. Even though I was bitching and moaning a lot, we actually got 2 fragments from 2 worlds. I'm not gonna go into the challenge room. No freaking way. Unless I absolutely have to. So we're gonna leave it for last. Shit, I thought that was Sunface fragment for a second. Did play through Sword Coast Legends and it was okay, I got into it. That was like 4 years ago, made the rogue. Sword Coast Legends, that name rings a bell. But that wasn't a proper RPG, right? That was something like action, hack and slash. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, there's the portal turret. I'm not... I mean, I know I summoned the turret, but... Thankfully it's not Electropylon, otherwise I would be spoiled for choice without the real solution in sight. You big bastard. Ah, that's the portal. Whoa, portal is quite nice. I like the portal. Still having 5 adrenaline, that's good. Electropylon. You fucking bastards. And the great one at that with the finisher trait. But we're gonna stick with Hollow Seeker for now with the portal beam. Oh, shit! Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I mean, fuck that. Nice, my little portal turret. There's another one. Those tentacles in the water look amazing. Spooky as hell and amazing at the same time. The way they move. You feel like something is going to grab you every millisecond. Portal is really good. I think people were mentioning that this is one of the best setups you can have when it comes to weapons. Having portal turret on the Hollow Seeker. I don't know if it's better than Electro Pylon, but I have also said that Beam is fantastic with Hollow Seeker, which I haven't had yet, so I can't comment on it. Starting to piss me off that every health upgrade is a freaking malignant one. I'm going to stick to the main path because so far everything was in the main path that I found. On the main path. I don't see why it should be any different now. If the fragment is not on the main path, then we can go and search side areas. Shit. Can you spawn more red circles, please? Because this was not enough. Just finished. No shell, obsidian shell on mortal shell. I didn't understand a single word you just said, mate. Just finished. No shell, obsidian shell on mortal shell. Run last boss is a cheap arse enemy. Punctuation, mate. Finish the whole game without using the shell. Nice. You mean without the hardened ability or what? Or not certain I understand. I forgot how that game works. And I'm fucked. Because this thing is worse than a disco ball. Oh, for fuck's sake. Where is it? Oh, we've lost astronaut figurine. That's bad. Aha, without using a class. Oh, nice. Congrats, that's not easy. How did you like the game? Oh, I remember who was the last boss. That guy was problematic. It's not difficult, I agree. It has more fair difficulty than other Souls games. Than most other Souls games. What the fuck is this? Why is that elevator going up? Portal turret and shrapnel. Serrated projectiles are not that great, in my opinion. Let's see this. Oh damn, so I've lost my option to go up, did I? Or maybe not. I don't like the look of this. Oof. Ice boss to me is very good, at least when it comes to graphical effects and everything. I quite liked that one. Do we have an option to summon the elevator again? No. It's over. Bye bye. I didn't even know what the game wants me to do. I mean, that sucks, cause Sunface fragment might be up there. And it's there. It's fucking there, and I can't. I can see it. I think that's it. Oh, come on, jump. So now I've lost my fucking option because of the game's dumbass design where this elevator starts and you don't even know where it goes. Fucking bullshit. I'm gonna cheat my ass through it if I can. I got 2 fragments. I don't think that's a data cube. Fucking game, I mean, really, really cheap. Oh yeah, hey, I'll do this cycle again. Yeah, go fuck yourself. How about that? Because that's exactly how Sunface fragment looks like. Then again, look, let's leave it be. Let's say that that's not Sunface fragment, although it looks like one. Look at those tentacles, they are fucking awesome looking. Yeah, I know. That's a tip I could have lived with, and that could have made my life a lot easier in the fifth world, because I went through the whole fifth world without checking the boss door. I mean, I've checked everywhere. And I couldn't find it, and then I just, oh, you know what? Let's go check the boss room. Bam, it's there. I got pissed off. Really fucking pissed off at that. Oh, it might be here. All good, mate. Don't worry. It's not your fault.
Promised places. Unrelenting terrors. I fasten the Delphic visor to my mind's eye. It shows me secrets beyond the podium.
Still stuck. Well, I'm not stuck, really. This is the 6th level, not the 5th one. 5th one we have found Sunface Fragment. Which is a good thing. But in the 6th one we haven't yet. I think I know where it is, but... And I can't reach it anymore, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I can't see it specifically, so... It resembles a Sunface Fragment, but it might not be. Yes, I am enjoying the game a bit less than before, because I don't like this RNG aspect of Sunface Fragments that can be anywhere. Not a problem if they're anywhere. I'm alright with searching whole worlds, but the problem is when they when there's a probability that they aren't at all inside one world, but you have to restart the world and lose the progress in order to reach it. I don't like that. I mean, I work so hard to get to, same like everyone else in this game, to get to a point where you feel really good with the setup that you have, and then you have to restart the cycle just because the game doesn't want to give you that fragment which is necessary for the secret ending, and yet you have already beaten the game before. So to me that is stupid. I would prefer if there was a new enemy that you need to kill in each world. That would be far better option. I agree with you completely. Oh, here's the boss. Oh shit, and I can't go back up. I can't go back up. Now I have to die. Fuck! Aha, that's not the boss yet, you're right. Do you have to do the bosses again to get the sun fragments? Do I have to do the bosses again to get the sun fragments? No, you don't. Not yet, you say. Thanks for that info, because I was really pissed off at the moment.
Deeper.
Oh shit. Oh really? What a fucking cheap ass solution. Here's Sub-Zero Pulse. Oh god damn it. Oh no, not this guy, not this guy. This guy is a problem. I remember him. I'm not dying to you. Not today! Come on, Port. Shit, I can't dodge his attacks. That's bad. For fuck's sake, what's with this cunt? Yeah, I just can't beat him. His attack is way too fast. I mean, I can beat him, but it's extremely difficult. Pretty much lost all my upgrades, and I'm dead. No, I'm not. Okay. I'm gonna switch to this. Unfortunately, I'm dead. I won't be able to survive anymore. We have 2 malignant infects. Yeah, we're gonna have to repeat this. Just because of the one enemy. One overpowered piece of crap. Portal beam and portal turret. I think I've hit the mother load. But unfortunately, I'm gonna die very soon. Well, at least that. So this is the one people have been mentioning, that it's the most overpowered thing versus bosses. Portal beam. I've never seen it before. Now they should have really put some large health pack, health residue, however you want to call it, in this area, because look at the amount of damage I've taken from this. It's quite a big damage that I took. I lost also Australian figurine. I've used medpack. Honestly, I didn't play this well, but that enemy is a bit OP, if you ask me. It's quite difficult to dodge that melee attack of his. It says that there's an item there, but there's nothing there. Hey, Lerium. I'm lucky. Very lucky. There's the boss room, I think. And the portal. No, there's no portal. $23 hours and 25 deaths. That's good. Anyway, people, does anyone know if Sunface fragments are shown on the minimap? Because that would make my search a lot easier. I forgot to check it on the 5th world if it was actually shown on the map, but I think it was. But on the minimap. Not on the... Not on the actual map. Not on the actual... area. How do you get the secret ending? You have to visit the house 5 times. 3 times in first 3 biomes and 2 times in 4th and 5th and 6th biome. So in total 5 times. 4th and 5th time are in 4th, 5th and 6th biome. And then you gotta collect these Sunface fragments. You can only get secret ending during the 2nd playthrough. So after you have beaten the game once, you're gonna find an audio log close to the house. And that audio log will unlock Sunface fragments. And then through RNG, you might find them. Each biome has 1. Oh, what the fuck? Uh-huh. It's that crap all over again. I can't see anything. And I'm dead. Shit, I just got a portal beam. I will never have the ability to test that, I believe. Oh wait, health bar. Health. No, 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 not that. Oh shit. I'm fucked now. I mean, I'm hanging on barely. Ti bog mater jebo. Oh god, all the way from the fort. All the way from the fort.
How did I keep going before?
I'm gonna take a break. Can't do it anymore. Poison plus hiding is the way to go. Yeah, fuck Hollow Seeker. I mean, it's a great weapon, but I wouldn't call it the best. Although I didn't test the portal beam as I didn't get the chance, but I'm ditching that weapon. See you all. Thanks for watching.